So I'm standing here today at Supercomputing 22 on the AWS booth, as you can see around us, and I'm talking to Paolo Maggi, who's the general manager of the nice DCV and actually the desktop streaming protocols team inside AWS engineering. So there's been a lot going on in DCV this year, because you guys have, the product's grown like crazy, and you guys have moved into a whole lot more areas than just HPC, where we started together, right? So give us a recap of some of the big things that have happened lately.
Yeah, sure. So as you said, we started from HPC, we started from technical computing, but in the last couple of years we started moving into different market segments, and probably the most interesting market segment also for HPC users is media entertainment, because that is really challenging us in providing a even better, way better, say, streaming quality, both in terms of more, let's say, quality of the image, higher accuracy for the colors, and so on. And that are all features that, even if we launch it for media entertainment people, are bringing a lot of benefit to our technical computing users as well.
So when you say media and entertainment,
what I'm referring is more to creators. So you should think there is a number of people that actually use 3D application to create visual effect, or use application for any other, let's say, work while creating media entertainment. Let's say, I make video or so. So that is the kind of customer that are using our product. So they can actually use DCV to get access to high-end 3D application and make the visual effect creation work.
So I guess if you're a 2D or 3D creator, you really need a big GPU, fast workstation.
At the end, what you want is your workstation. So up to yesterday, you were working with a workstation under your desk. You want to have exactly the same kind of experience.
Right.
Super low latency, super high frame rate, very good quality, very color accurate image, and so on. So that is what this kind of people want. Clearly, everything we do for this new market segment are also coming for the technical computing user, for the HPC customer, and they see the benefit. So DCV is not only a remote desktop solution, but we want to, let's say, create building block for third party that want to build on top of DCV. And we want to remove from this customer, from this builder, all the complexity of orchestrating session on the cloud, orchestrating DCV session in general, and we want also remove all the complexity of providing good network connectivity in a secure way. So the broker, the session manager API is the orchestration API we offer. The connection gateways instead is, let's say, the single point of access to your infrastructure. And so we built something that protect your fleet of DCV server that do not need to be on the internet anymore. You go through this connection gateway that give you very, let's say, high performance connection in a secure way to your DCV fleet.
So it's really about being able to control where the connections are going and sort of, in fact, channel them through a central access point.
Yes.
Right, so you can secure that, and more to the point, you can then also distribute it, right? You could use that as a distribution mechanism, so people get served by a pool of EC2 instances, rather than having to know the right one they're going to connect to in advance.
Exactly, so what you have is, you have your clients, so 100,000 of clients, you have your server, 100,000 server. You don't want to expose this thousands of server with their IP address on the internet. You want the client to be able to connect through a limited set of IP address, and that is what the gateway does. So we keep improving our web client SDK. This year we launched also the web client SDK UI. That means that you can actually use our pre-built UI elements in your own custom client.
So this is like a rapid onboarding of the SDK into your code.
Exactly. So the old SDK was only, okay, we give you a canvas, and then you need to build all the UI around this canvas. Now we offer also a UI that is very similar to the UI of the web client for DCV, but with level of customization. So that simplifies a lot to work for our partners that are integrating DCV client inside their web application.
So if a company out there was like, you know, a builder on AWS and they wanted to incorporate DCV into their end user desktop application, but still be accessing services in the cloud, this is easy, right? This is the no-brainer way to do it.
And it's powerful. So if you think how many millions of interactive applications are around,
Yep.
legacy applications that are complex to update, to distribute, and so on, you can use DCV or other technology, upstream, for example, that AWS offers that is based on DCV as well as a new way to distribute your legacy interactive application, both for Windows and Linux. So we have a good number of examples of customers that are doing that with big success. So we have a customer in India that just launched a service based on a legacy application that they are developing since many years. They have many millions of customers, and they move this application to the cloud using DCV, saving a lot of money in distribution.
Yeah, right.
And in a few months, they have been able to have thousands of users moving from on-prem to the cloud using this solution.
And if I'm right, this is like a desktop accountancy package, right? It's for expense and asset tracking type stuff, yeah?
Yeah, it's every time. I mean,
that's kind of awesome because look how far DCV is. Like DCV is now everywhere.
Yeah,
and it started as like, I mean, DCV started as a way for people to be able to do visualization of high performance computing results on supercomputers, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's really everywhere. So what we are trying to do is to have a protocol that is able to scale to the very high end of technical computer and media entertainment, to other kind of customers that are more, you think, the million of people working in bank, insurance, customer services, account, customer services, customer call center, and so on. There is a huge number of customers that still use legacy application running on your desktop. DCV offers you the building blocks to move this application on the cloud in an easy way, and let's say get all the benefits that the cloud can give you.
And there's benefits that come back the other way, because like I remember when we were working with the gaming team, with the Amazon gaming team, we learned a lot out of that, and that fed back into the product. So now we've got DCVs capable of like 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, really high bandwidth, really low latency. I mean, there's a lot of really interesting stuff that came out of that.
Absolutely.
So this all feeds back. I guess
if you learned something from this talk, then please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel so you can find out when more videos like this are available. And if there's an area you'd like to see us go deeper into, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. See you next time.